dear friends, you all are most welcome in my virtual lecture on research methodology. I'm Dr. G.C. Tiwari, a member of AIAER and ISC. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is research problem and its solution. So friends, let's start today's lecture without wasting even an atom of time. Dear friends, the first step in the research process is the choice of a suitable problem for investigation. Research starts with a felt difficulty. It takes place when there is a problematic situation and a need to solve the problem. In each field of educational research, each field or area of behavioral sciences, several problems exist in which may have reference to the pure or fundamental, applied and action research. It is essential to identify such problems, solve them, and thereby enrich the corpus of knowledge constituting the science of education. The identification of a research problem is a difficult but an important phase of entire research process. It requires a great deal of time, energy, and logical thinking on the part of the researcher. Actually, a beginning researcher finds the task of identifying a research problem a difficult. This may be due to his limited knowledge of research process and his unpreparedness for identifying the problem. He may also be unfamiliar with the areas in which research is needed and the procedure he is to follow for selecting a suitable field for research. It is first necessary for a researcher to choose a broad field within which he will conduct the study. The researcher should have a deep interest in the field. His enthusiasm and real curiosity enhance his motivation for the success completion of the study. The field selected should be such in which the researcher is capable of demonstrating necessary initiative, originality, and good judgment. A thorough understanding of the known facts and ideas in the field or area in which the researcher is interested constitutes the first and most important step in selecting a problem for study. If the researcher is familiar with his field and knows what studies have already been conducted in it, he will also know about the problem which have remained unsolved. A survey of suggestions for further research given at the end of research reports and reviews of research is helpful to the researcher. Is getting an idea about the gap which exists is knowledge in a particular field of educational research. Periodicals and annual bibliographies which appears in most fields of educational research are helpful in keeping the researcher informed about the research going on in the field in which he has competence and interest. Scientific observation of existing practices. Researchers' own experience is more important in selection of the problem. What type of repetition of previous works and what is the opinion of experts and guides. So, it is better to researcher to have a contact with professor and other researchers to know about the field and ongoing research works on in that particular field in which researcher is interested. Friends, after selecting the broad area, the researcher must narrow it down in a highly specific research problem. He must state the specify. Friends, after selecting the broad area, the researcher must narrow it down to a highly specific research problem. He must state the specific question whose answer he seeks through the application of scientific method. It is not possible to list all the educational problems that are able to be and need to be researched. Each researcher selects a problem because of his own unique needs and purposes. There are, however, some important sources which are helpful to researcher for selecting a problem, like as professional experiences, deduction from theory, professional literatures, replication or extension of research studies, and technologies and social changes. Let's one by one in detail. First of all, we discuss about professional experiences. What mean it? How professional experiences are helpful source for selecting a problem. Actually, one of the most fruitful source of problem for beginning researcher are his own experience as the professional educator. In the classroom, consider researcher is a teacher, and in the classroom there is a dynamic interaction between teacher and pupil, between pupil and pupil, between pupil and materials. This interaction provides a rich source of problems to be solved through educational research. Classroom lectures and discussions suggest many simulating problems to be solved. The teacher may be confronted with a number of behavioral problems in the classroom. So he has to make decision about the problem effect of the classroom instructions on pupil behavior, so as to establish a relationship between instructional objectives, learning experiences, and pupil change. The pupil behavior may be analyzed in terms of his achievement, interest, attitude, intelligence, aptitudes, motivation, and personality, and so on. So the teacher has to make decision about teaching method and techniques. He may study the effectiveness of a particular method of teaching, so as to base classroom instruction upon empirical evidence rather than upon his biased impression. For example, a teacher in a higher secondary school may wish to investigate whether the problem discussion method of the lecture method is more effective in the teaching of civics to 11th class students. Similarly, the teacher has to decide about the instructional objectives for teaching each unit of work, and then to evaluate whether the instructional objectives has been realized. In case of any discrepancy, the teacher may wish to investigate the drawbacks of the formulation of objectives, planning of learning experiences, and the process of evaluation itself. The classroom is not the only source of problem for teacher. The experiences of the pupil, experiences of the students, their attitudes, home environment of the students, peer influences between pupils among students, socio-economic status of students' family, and the motivation level provides the rich source of rich problem. The educational administrators, officers in the field of educational departments may find subjects of research in area concerning decision making, scheduling teacher placements, instructional supervision, and several other matters with which they are concerned. Different professionals in the field of education view the educational is seen from different angles, and they may encounter many problems of the research in their own prospect. Contacts and discussions with research-oriented people, attending conference, attending seminar, attending webinar, and listening to the learned speakers are helpful in locating research problem also. Active membership in organizations which are concerned with the improvement of educational system usually brings one into close contact with crucial problems and issues concerning education. So professional experiences are most important helpful sources of problems for a beginning researcher to select a particular problem. Likewise, deduction from theory is second. This is the second important source of research problem. Lies in the inferences, lies in the deduction that can be drawn from various educational and psychological theories known to the researcher. The application of general principles involved in various theories in specific classroom situations makes an excellent starting point for research. It will help to determine whether a particular theory can be translated into actual practice, like as learning theories, personality theories, theories of intelligence, theories of motivation, sociological theories, and many other makes an excellent starting point for researcher in classroom situation. It is only through the application of scientific method we can profitably test the validity, scope, practicability of various theories in educational situation. Among the source of problems, one has to be thoroughly acquainted with the literature in the field of one's interest, in the area of researcher interest. The study of professional literature will not only expose a researcher to pressing a research problem, but will suggest the way in which research is conducted. Research reports, bibliographies of books and articles, periodical research abstracts, yearbooks, dictionaries, and research guides suggest areas that need research. Replication or extension of completed research studies is also a profitable and worthwhile activity for beginning research. There is a common feeling that once a study has been conducted, it should not be repeated. Repeating a study at different times, at different groups, and in different places increases the extent to which the research findings can be generalized and provide additional evidence of the validity of the findings. Sometimes research studies are criticized by weakness in design, tools, treatment, and analysis of data, contradictions, and inconsistencies in the results, and so on. A valuable and worthwhile contribution can be made by repeating these studies by making necessary modifications in the designs and procedures so as to correct the findings for their inconsistencies. Technological and social changes demand development of new tools and curriculum for students in educational institutions. All these developments constantly bring forth new problems for research. The use of software in classroom instructions, the training of teachers in the methodology of teaching through team teaching, micro teaching, simulation, etc. education are being advocated by the educationists all over the country. All such innovation in education need to be carefully evaluated through research process. So technologies and social changes is also a helpful sources of the problems. Thank you very much. That's all for the day. Be safe and keep learning. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much.